Hello and welcome to Chaplain JC. Today we're going to be doing a unboxing of the new 500 Worlds campaign, the Necron Battalion Boxset, which sold out within a matter of hours on the Games Workshop website as well as third-party retailers. So if you were lucky enough to get your hands on one of these today, then a massive thumbs up to you. I can only speculate as to the reason for why these were so popular, especially as a newcomer and novice to the hobby. But the first and probably most obvious one is the 500 Worlds campaign focuses predominantly around Titus, who for many newcomers was an entry point via Space Marine 2. And whilst Necrons are not part of the Ultramarines, it's part of the same campaign, and it could be why some people really want to get their hands on this Necron box set, other than the fact that Necrons are really popular anyway. And the other reason is, after doing some research, I realised that individually, if you were to buy these miniatures on the Games Workshop website, in total it comes to approximately £150. And if you know where to buy miniatures at good value, you can actually get these individually for about £82. So you're saving yourself nearly 70 quid. So if you are building a Necron army, it's an absolute steal. But as I say, I am a novice to this hobby, so if I have got any of the information wrong, please do let me know. I'm sure I will get things wrong along the way. But let's have a quick look at the back, and I will just give everyone a heads up. Again, another warning, I am new to the hobby and I will get some of these pronunciations wrong. But let's have a look at what's included in the box set, and if I do get any of the pronunciations wrong, which is likely to happen, let me know down in the comments below, whether you're a veteran looking at it from a comical point of view and laughing at me, or maybe you're a newcomer learning along the way as well. So at the very top here, we've got the Skorpek destroyers. They look pretty cool. We've also got the Hexmark destroyer here. We've got two of these guys who are essentially the same model, but they've got slightly different weapons, so that's pretty cool that there's a bit of difference even though they're the same model. And I believe it's pronounced Lockhurst Heavy Destroyer. And then finally, my personal opinion, the best looking of the bunch are the Ophydron destroyers. I'm 99.9% sure I've absolutely butchered that, and like I say, if I have, do let me know down in the comments below. But I'm sure the real reason why all of you guys are here is to take a look inside the box itself to see what we've got here today. So let's get this sticker off and let's have a look at the sprues. Look at that, what a bunch of stuff. So what we're going to do to start with is we're going to just set this all to one side, and I won't bore you to death, but we can see here there are a number of manuals, and I'm assuming the reason for why there isn't one giant manual is to sort of touch on my earlier point. You can buy all of these miniatures in individual box sets, so this isn't like a brand new set of miniatures that aren't already available. It's just great value for money. So we'll have a quick look in some of these guides here. As you can see, for example, there are two different ways in which you can build the models. Some people like to have different looking armies, some people like to have miniatures that all pretty much look the same. But yeah, I'll flick through these very, very quickly. This is the Necron Hexmark Destroyer, for example. We've also got the Necron Ophydron destroyers, the one that I was pretty sure I absolutely butchered. Again, these guys pretty much all go together in the same sort of fashion, if you will. We've got the Skorpek destroyers. They do go together in a slightly different way. So like, for example, these two guys here have got, you know, two hands on what looks like one blade, whereas this guy here has got, you know, two individual ones. So there is a bit of difference there if you want it And then finally, we've got another Lockhurst Heavy Destroyer as well. As I said, 2 different ways in order to build those. We've got the bases here. I'm still trying to familiarize myself with the sizes of these things. And what I mean by that, some people just look at them and they're like 40 mil, 32 mil. Credit where it's due. Obviously, some people have been doing this hobby for a long time. If I had to guess, I'm going to go with 40 mil. And then we've got a couple of maybe 20 mil bases in there. Someone will no doubt correct me. But we have got quite literally loads upon loads of sprues here. I'm just trying to look for some markings on how recently these came out. So I'm not sure if you can actually see, you probably can't actually. But right here along the sprue, it says that these were made back in 2020. But we'll have a couple, we'll have a look at a couple of these very quickly. Trying to work out, being the novice that I am, which sprues are for which miniatures. I reckon these ones are probably the sprues for the ones that I'm most looking forward to building, the name of which I absolutely butchered. But it is what it is. We've got these ones here, which I believe are probably the heavy destroyers, only because of the way that we've got these kind of like, not bases, but like the base of the miniature plus these like heavy duty looking weapons, and exactly the same with this sprue as well. And then finally we have this one here, and if I had to hazard a guess, I would like to say maybe the Scorpec destroyers, possibly, potentially. So yeah, I reckon we've got Scorpec destroyers there, heavy destroyer there, another heavy destroyer there. We've got the guys that I can't pronounce the name of there as well. And then it looks like we've got 2 sets here. Maybe, I want to say these guys are the ones that I can't pronounce, possibly. And these are the guys for these. I don't know. I'm sure someone will correct me. But this is all part of the fun with the hobby that I have recently picked up. It's a huge learning curve for me. I'm excited to assemble and put these guys together. And if anyone does want to watch me struggle put these together, like a flat pack from IKEA, I suppose, some of these guides, it will be interesting to say the least as a novice. But as I say, if you do want to watch me put these together, I often do live stream on YouTube and Twitch, where I will be assembling this box set slowly but surely, and then also painting them as well, probably very badly until I get better. And all of that will happen over the course of probably several different streams. So if you are interested, please do hit that subscribe button, drop me a lovely little like, and like I say, if you're a veteran and you want to come along and offer your advice and knowledge, or maybe have a bit of a laugh at watching someone struggle do this, come along. And if you're new and you want to follow along and learn on the journey, why not stick around too? But for now, this is Chaplain JC, and I'll catch you in the next one.